Welcome.
Hi, I'm Bob, and this is Let's Get Retro in association with RetroUnlim.com. I love saying that. Yeah, so basically, he says, put the microphone forward very slowly. Yeah, basically, this is a reply to Lawn Boy's post 75. I had a rather interesting question. Now, I'm changing the question slightly. His question was, has a game ever made you change console? Now, a game has made me change computer. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, now I gotta probably explain it, otherwise this isn't really much of a video response. Back when I got into gaming originally, I had a Pong machine for a couple of years because it was the early 80s and that was all we could afford. But I was lucky enough to get an Atari 800 XL when I was about 11 or 12, and I loved it. There were some great games for it, but my friends had them as well, and as I think I've mentioned in other podcasts and videos before, the friends that I used to start hanging around with who had the same computer as me, I'm still friends with now, and I met my wife through one of their friends, and you know, so there you go. I owe it all to Atari. My children owe their lives to Atari. Anyway, I got to a stage though where they'd migrate onto Commodore 64s, and I'd come over to my friend Stephen's house, or my friend Mick's house, and had a look, and they were playing all these arcade games that were out there and then. You know, like the best I can manage was Spy Hunter, which was a few years older, Gauntlet. Whereas they had stuff like Ghosts and Goblins and Operation Wolf. I think that was the final straw. That I kind of said, listen, I need to get one of these Commodore 64s because that way I can play the stuff that's in the arcades now. So I basically put an ad up in a local supermarket, a kind of for sale ad. Sold the Atari. I was only about 12 actually. It was pretty good entrepreneurial skills because the E key wasn't working on the keyboard. It was knackered. But I managed to sell it to someone. I actually was a bit guilty with that, but in fairness, if they ever sold the games like Montezuma's Revenge and Balderdash, which are worth a ton now if you haven't won the original box, so I'd say if they ever kept the stuff in their attic and they sold it on, they made lots of money, so, you know, it's all swings and roundabouts. Anyway, I got a Commodore 64, I bought it off a Del Boy type guy who had a computer club in a hotel in Dublin called the Ormond. Yeah, that's basically it. I got the Commodore, got it working, actually made a bit of money selling the Atari and buying the Commodore, and it was one of the old brown beige bullnose ones, which hopefully I should be showing you now unless the green screen has gone wrong. Yeah, so there you go. I got it, and I got the Cape Crusader pack with it, and it was all great go from there. And eventually I kept that until a few years later a friend of mine has showed me, of all things, Altered Beast and Monaco GP on the Mega Drive, and that meant that I had to go and upgrade to the Mega Drive. So it's been, you know, that's kind of, that's it. I've been keeping up with the Jones ever since. But, you know, as with everyone else, I think it's a retro collector. Invariably, I ended up buying back all the stuff that I sold years ago. So I have a Commodore 64, I have an Atari, I have a Mega Drive. Anyway, there you go. That was my question, or that was my reply to the question. Has a game ever made you change system? Yes. Operation Wolf on the Commodore 64 has made me change system. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully the green screen crap that I'm doing in the background, it turned out okay this time. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.